What's up, you beautiful Redditors? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Welcome to the RNEWS Evening Show. And let's just jump into it. From r/news. Steve Bannon indicted in scheme to defraud donors to campaign pledging to build border wall. Chris Kibak is the general counsel of the Build the Wall pact that Steve Bannon was just arrested for being involved in as chairman. The advisory board includes Eric Prince, former CO Congressman Tom Tancredo, Sheriff Dave Clark and former pitcher Kurt Schilling. Truly a Mount Rushmore of Sheffields. It's like a who's who of right-wing grifters and people comfortable lying in front of Congress. Good God, I'd love to see Eric Prince go down. Murderous scumfrick has an unbelievable amount of blood on his hands. His private army brutalized and killed so many innocent Iraqis and God knows how many others. The US should never employ mercenaries ever again. The Postal Investigations Service helped bring them down. Right on. We thank the USPIS for their partnership in investigating this case. And we remain dedicated to rooting out and prosecuting fraud wherever we find it. Yes, some USPS agents arrested him at sea. Steve Bannon was arrested this morning on board a boat off the coast of Westbrook. CT, editor clarify. Our motto is not custodamus quod lingus, we guard what you lick. I guarantee that Jack Danger caught them. For close to 4 years now. He's shown no interest in putting in the work. No interest in finding common ground. No interest in using the awesome power of his office to help anyone but himself and his friends. President Obama, literally last night. You're watching the Reddit News Show. From r/World News. Trump doubles down on New Zealand's big outbreak. Says US is doing an incredible job against COVID-19. I'd love to have a reporter ask him that question point blank. Thank you for focusing our attention on the horrible New Zealand COVID outbreak yesterday with the total of 9 new cases. Can you contrast that for us with the United States' superior performance to record a recent low of just 42,000 new cases yesterday? Quote. Trump slings crap at the NZPM for 9 cases on a day where 1,000 plus American deaths were added to the toll. Yeah, because his mo is to call a goose a chicken and just keep on going with the bull crap because that fictitious world is more palatable to what he wants to be true. Google how Trump was raised in a church that preached the power of magical thinking. It's freaking incredible. God, we're all freaked over here. The MAGA cult believes him. The rest of humanity is appalled and sick by Trump's lies and incompetence. It's one thing to twist the truth. It's another thing to blatantly lie about something so demonstratively false. He's just trying to gaslight your whole country. I don't know how you guys let it get this far. I really hope you correct course come November or the US will lose its last shred of goodwill and global credibility. I don't want to see a world where China or Russia becomes the dominant superpower. At this point, fricking Nixon would be a step in the right direction. You're watching the Reddit News Show. From r/politics. Trump hasn't grown into the job because he can't. Obama tears into Trump and delivers a forceful endorsement of Biden in DNC speech. Holy frick, I miss hearing complete sentences. www.newyorker.com. Complete sentences. I missed coherent thoughts. If we are lucky, Trump can serve a sentence. Twitter response to Trump's all-caps ranting, shush. We're listening to the president gold. What a goddamn speech. I need a word for nostalgia, poignancy, rage, and a new injection of let's get this crap done energy. Maybe the Germans have one. Hope. Rebellions are built on hope. That's my president. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Obama is the closest we'll get to a real-life Captain Picard. He oozes confidence, class, and authority with such ease it's almost unfair. It really feels like he represents the best ideals of the human race. Regardless if that's true, he certainly looked the part. I take great pleasure knowing Trump will not be able to sleep tonight. Obama absolutely crushed him. Harris and Clinton were great but Obama freaking murdered Trump. You're watching the Reddit News Show. From r/news. Mail sorting machines taken apart in Grand Rapids. Early vote in person or take your absentee ballot in yourself. If you need to mail it in, make sure you get it as early as possible and get it in the mail. Don't take chances and wait until the last minute. Vote by paper ballot. It's the most secure way to vote. Request an absentee ballot and drop off at your election office if possible. Early voting rules in each state, and how to vote absentee in your state. Edit. Apparently Texas isn't on the link. Probably because it was overturned. But you can still vote early in Texas also. Check your voter registration status. And text USPS to 50409 to write a letter to your Congress people. It takes 2 minutes. Wear a MAGA hat when you drop it off too, so they'll be more likely to count it. I know you're joking, but it's actually illegal to promote a candidate at a polling station. I know you're serious, but the rule of law is kinda a punchline these days. F***seeking genius. No political shirts, hats, etc. allowed near polling places. Wore my Bernie shirt once and had to go change before they let me in. Okay, then make out with your GF in line, then tell her, sis, go wait in the car, so they'll be more likely to count your vote. Surprise. Corrupt people lie. They will continue to dismantle USPS while lying to your face. Dude needs to be arrested. You're watching the Reddit news show. From r/news. Nearly half of mail sorting machines in Seattle area already dismantled. Twitter.com still happening too. The joy lie. Of course he was lying. All of Trump's appointees do. Execute the job quietly, or botch it entirely. It doesn't matter. They control the narrative. It would take a crew of 20 to 30 people hand sorting the mail all night to do what one of these machines can do in a couple hours, Warden said. Our infrastructure doesn't work without these machines. Warden, an officer of the American Postal Workers Union, said the 4-letter sorting machines that management ordered taken down were being fully used until they were dismantled. In our meetings with management, the union has been given no rationale whatsoever, he said. November is going to be fricking insane. Frick Donald Trump. I hate that piece of crap. I have never hated someone as much as I hate Trump and his band of criminals. I freaking hate him too, buddy. Just giving my opinion as well, frick Trump. I never realized I could despise someone as much as I do Trump. He's the walking embodiment of everything we teach our children to not be. You're watching the Reddit news show. From r/politics. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is right to warn of fascism in the United States. But he's the president. Yeah. He should freaking know better, and we should hold him to a higher freaking bar. Madeleine Albright wrote a book 3 years ago, Fascism. A warning, so this isn't a new idea surrounding Trump's actions. Trump's fascism isn't just about tyranny and abusive of civil liberties. It is also about the myth of national rebirth. Trump uses the palingenetic nationalism unique to fascism. Plenty of countries have abuse of power and tyranny. It doesn't necessarily make them fascist. The Italian fascists wanted a rebirth of the Roman Empire that they believed was lost because of degeneracy. The Third Reich was trying to recall the glory of the First and Second Reichs. Trump's Make America Great Again campaign is full of the same palingenetic nationalism. Trump supporters are now mocking leftists who mention the fact that USA fascists from Patriot Prayer want a rebirth of 1776 and the Founding Fathers. They mock leftists saying, "Do you think the founders were fascists?" Quote, "This is how they stay in denial." Poster for sale in the Holocaust Museum bookstore, several years before MAGAI.Imager.com. And that's where we're going to end today's show. But if you like what you saw, leave a like. And if you want to see more of the RNews show, hit that subscribe button. As always, this has been the RNews show, and I'll see you tomorrow.